in this season right now, I feel like we are being pushed out of our comfort zone, but also being forced to stay in alignment with who we are and who we've worked so hard to become. Where we are right now, a lot of secrets are being revealed. A lot of us are being like stretched very, very thinly towards though it feels like we might feel like we have to go back to how things used to be, or we might feel like we're being backed into a corner where we feel like, okay, we have to sacrifice and go back to doing something that we genuinely have outgrown that we don't want to do anymore. And Spirit is saying, no, you don't. What you might have to do is choose a different strategy or do things a different way, or even do things that make you uncomfortable. But it was never meant to make you go back. Yes, Cannon. Yes, 1 second. So right now, Spirit is saying like there's a lot of miracles and things that's coming in for us. And right now it feels like it's more of delays and weight being added onto our shoulders rather than breakthroughs and miracles coming through. But Spirit is saying those miracles and breakthroughs are coming through so fast that they're needing us to stay, use your wisdom, right? Spirit is saying to stay, listen to your inner guidance, stay in a meditative state, stay in that energy of introspection and choosing your independence and being truthful with yourself and know who you are. We've worked so hard in saying that we get paid to exist, or like to become that version of ourselves that we've worked so hard for. And I just feel like Spirit is saying to stand in that, even if that means that you have to sacrifice some things or do things differently to hold some things down. For me, full-time entrepreneur, y'all know that that's my thing. That's what I am. But right now, in this season, Spirit is saying you're still a full-time entrepreneur, but right now you're going to have to go pick up a part-time job. If anything, you're still that entrepreneur, but you're going to have to make some sacrifices to keep things afloat because these things are important to you. And instead of looking at it like, oh, I'm doing something I don't want to do, I'm actually looking at this like, I would rather do this so I can keep what I need rather than not wanting to, hold on baby, not wanting to sacrifice going back to work and then you potentially not being able to get these bills together. Spirit is saying like just be truthful with yourself, and you're going to have to make some uncomfortable decisions, but still sit on your throne while making those decisions. Know that you are still that guy or that girl. Know that you're still that emperor or that empress, still sitting on your throne and being that energy of receiving while still getting up and moving in alignment and doing things that needs to be done. That's balancing out your spirituality and your practicality, right? Spirit is saying to still stay in that abundant energy even when things aren't going or looking like they're going in your favor, still having that faith that it actually is. Right now you're learning something, but it's something about your wisdom. Be wise about it. Spirit is saying you are going to be stressed out. They are going to be stretching you. You are going to be in a season where you're going to feel like, damn, I should go back to doing this. Damn, I should go. But Spirit said, don't move ahead of him. God said, don't move ahead of us. Don't move your spirit team, all of them, the universe. Don't move ahead of us. Fight into the very end until you have no choice but to go back to doing what it is you used to do. Because for me, when things start to hit the fan and I start feeling like I don't have control anymore, really walking by faith and letting God do it, it'd be like, I don't know if I can trust God or not. So I'm just going to do what I feel like is best to do. And I start thinking practical. They've been telling me to use my intuition. And I'm like, my intuition. But it's like, when I start thinking about the practical thing to do and what everybody else is telling me to do, it's like that does seem like the smarter thing to do, but my intuition is not telling me to do that. My intuition is telling me to follow my heart and to fight into the very end, so that at least wait until that's the last option. Don't go choosing something that I've been waking up crying for the past 3 days because I'm making a decision to do something that Spirit never said that I have to do. I never really had to make this decision just yet because it wasn't my last option. I didn't fight until the very end to see if, I didn't even wait to see if my breakthrough could fully happen yet. I need to slow down. I'm moving ahead of my spirit team, moving ahead of myself, right? Sometimes us as humans, sometimes when things start to get overwhelming and we start feeling like our back is up against the wall and our faith is being stretched, we start doing things that we don't want to do, start sacrificing our peace of mind, start sacrificing different things because we didn't even wait to see how God was going to let it play out. Spirit said, Nadir, let it play out. Before you give up so easily and go back and do something that you don't even have to do. I never even said you had to do it. Yet you're waking up every day crying because you don't want to do this. But I never said you had to do it. You take it upon yourself to go and do it because of what it looks like it is right now. At least wait until you get to that end process. Do everything that you can. Be honest about it. And it just so happened that it might work out in your favor. It was just 4 o'clock. It might work out in your favor. Right? Spirit saying you're going to be stressed out. But Spirit saying you need to choose love. You are too in alignment to be denied. So you're saying you are a master manifester. The finances, everything that you've been looking for and all that, you're going to have that. You need to just be patient. Stand in your truth. Know who you are. With this seven of swords that's coming here, y'all know what's standing out to me? It says, you're about to be getting away with something. The things that you be facing with, when you be almost at your wit's end, it'd be like other people will be like, bro, when I got there, how did you get through that? How did you make it through that? How did you keep going? How did it work out in your favor? It didn't work out for me, baby. You're highly favored. This is also giving me winning at all costs, right? Yes, acting strategically. Exactly. Building your inner strength. And it's hard because I feel like for some of you guys, some of y'all tests in this moment could be you make a decision to go back to do something, to go back to a comfort zone or go back to doing something that you have outgrown. And when you're telling other people, they're like, yes, that's the best decision. And a lot of those people are saying that that's the best decision because that's coming out of their comfort zone and also because they love you. But you know that I'm actually willing to be a little bit uncomfortable just to not have to go back to what I've outgrown. And that could be a test too because you see everybody around you is like, that's the best idea that you could do. That's the best thing that you should do. But for you, you're like, y'all don't even know how bad it's hurting me to even have to do that. Even though y'all said it's the best idea and even though I feel like that would be a great idea, something's telling me to keep choosing this path, this uncomfortable path, this uncertain path, this path that's faith. Because you're not sure how it's going to work out, but you're going to go into the very end because it just might work out in your favor. We're being called to really follow our heart, y'all. Literally, we are so highly favored, and God is telling us with this Queen of Wands, be courageous. So many things, be confident. Choose your independence because you know you're ready for that. They said stay focused, okay? You have a determination and a zest for life, and you're choosing your joy. They said it's time for you to shine. Look, it fell. It's time for you to shine and stand in your vulnerability. Be truthful and be vulnerable to yourself. Listen, I don't care if people don't understand me with this nakedness. You being your true authentic self, it does not make sense, and people may not understand why I'm doing what I'm doing, but I'm opening myself up to miracles. I'm choosing miracles. I'm choosing to walk this path because my God, the God said I'm not done yet. You're not done yet. And this is such a good message. 7-11 could be significant, but this is such a good message. It's saying you're elevating past, you're choosing miracles over scarcity. You're choosing miracles over worry because you are worthy of spirit coming through and blessing you. You're like, listen, I know my God ain't bring me this far. I made it this far. I'm not going to give up now. It's time for you to live out loud and stand in your power. They said own it. That spiritual authority. Now it's time for you to balance out that energy that you've been working so hard on getting. You are so powerful now. Yeah, it's a lot of tears. Some of you guys are grieving. This process of secrets being revealed, some of us, we were standing in our own way. Some of us are trying to balance out resting and movement. You know what I mean? Some of us are like, listen, I know that I am worthy of, you know, being paid to exist, but I also know that I gotta make money, so sometimes I have to do certain things to make certain ends meet, but I'm not gonna look at it like that. I'm gonna look at it as like it's an equal exchange. You know? Take it as a resume. Some of y'all gonna get what I'm talking about, some of y'all not, but for who it's for is who it's for, but you're calling judgment. Somebody is trusting their inner guidance with this Hermit card. It's him following that inner light. You're the one holding up the light. This path that you're walking, you're a trailblazer. This is a path that hasn't been walked before. People don't know how to walk by faith. When push comes to shove, people go back to the comfort zone. People go back to practicality. People go back to what everybody else said they should do. But you, my friend, you're like, listen, I'm fighting to the very end. I'm not going to give up. Even if I'm in my 5 of Pentacles, even if I feel like there's a lot, even if I'm scared, feeling a bit doubtful, I'm still going to do it. And I feel like because you're doing that, yes, exactly. The Ten of Wands, overburdened, extra responsibilities, hard work. Continue to do it. Spirit said because you choosing to do this, they're going to bring that balance back into your life because you never gave up. Baby, go put that back. Go put that back. That's not a toy. That's not a toy. That's Pop-Pops. You don't want to get in trouble. So go put that back. Yeah, Spirit's going to be bringing people in to help you as well. Because this is your energy. Yes, your cup is about to be overflowing. You have planted seeds and Spirit is saying, now watch them grow. Watch me work. Continue to move forward. Continue to look forward to the future, right? They said continue to choose your freedom. Continue to stay excited. You have limitless potential. Spirit saying you are discovering what it is to walk by faith, okay? Those ideas, those new creative ideas, it's all about to be coming to life. New ways of doing things. This is such a beautiful message. Look, speak up. Say those affirmations. My phone, I have different lock screens with different vibes, and I have a lock screen that's only all millionaire money affirmations, luxury affirmations. affirmations, and randomly, I don't know how, I looked down at my lock screen was all my money affirmations, and I took that as, and it was a 9:55. I took that as confirmation. Spirit wants me to say my money affirmations. Speak over your life. Speak positivity. Choose joy, even in the seasons of doubting and lack and worry. Spirit is saying to choose joy, choose freedom, choose unlimited possibilities, miracles. Yes, with scarcity coming out in reverse.